He is Shane Lachlan Black, the internet's original stunt writer.
Wow! Ooga-linga!
Anga banga banga!
Ooga bunga bunga!
Anga banga banga!
Unga bunga bunga!
Anga banga banga! Inga binga binga bunga!
I'm sure you're all going to be thrilled to know that today's video is not going to be about email controversies or links or browser compatibilities or anything else. Today we're going to talk about stories. If you want quick access to everything I'm about to describe, I will have a keyword for you at the end of the video along with instructions on how to use it. I put up a chapter from Derelicts, Destiny and Dragons. This is book 1 in my Gamelit series. What is Gamelit? Gamelit is a genre where most of the action takes place inside a video game, usually with the alter egos of the characters that are the protagonists in the story. And this book is no different. The story centers on a guy named Jordan Hall, who becomes the central figure in a controversy, in a battle over a video game called Kings and Conquests, where potentially there is a very valuable treasure hidden in the video game that you have to navigate the game in order to access. And if you obtain this treasure, it's pretty substantial. The creator of the game is an enigmatic figure that it's not entirely clear what his status is for most of the story. But it is an interesting combination of science fiction and video game culture, and it's also a thriller. There's, the ticking clock, there's high stakes, there's a whole bunch of technology in it, and it's all very plausible technology, stuff that, we might be able to build right now if we wanted to. Both of the Gamelit books are novel length. So these are the equivalent of Strike Battleship Argent, Strike Battleship Engineers, Strike Battleship Marines, and so on. They're big books. The ebook for Derelicts is substantial. The audiobook is even more substantial. I think it runs to more than 5 hours, maybe 6. It'll take a couple of minutes to get through it. And so I put a chapter up from there, and I'll put up some new excerpt chapters. When I do these kind of out of sequence action factions, I'm going to link the book that it came from so you can check out the audio samples and read the synopsis and so forth. The other book that I'm putting a chapter up from today is called No Savage Under This Moon. This is my fantasy series, and it's the story of how my protagonist in the fantasy series, Jessica Halloran, is infected with a curse called Bloodlune. And what Bloodlune does is it is essentially a communicable curse and disease combination that has the same effect on you that lycanthropy would. So you lose your mind, you become vicious, and you attack everything. And you deteriorate until there's not a whole lot left of you, and you eventually you eventually just corrupt altogether, and nobody's entirely sure what happens when this whole curse runs its course, but it's not pleasant. The thing is that Jessica Halloran, by virtue of her powers, is immune to mind control and is immune to the kinds of things that would normally influence the mind to the point where you would do things that you wouldn't normally do. Dawnsong, Jessica's treasure, protects her from this kind of effect. So she can't be charmed, she can't be soul trapped, she can't be mind controlled, she can't be possessed or any of those kinds of things. Well, Bloodlune still has an effect. And so Shannon, who is the huntress of the group, and she is the one with the most experience with Bloodlune, is forced to make a choice. Is she going to defeat the curse? Or is she going to try to protect her friend? And if she doesn't do something about the curse, Jessica will potentially become very destructive. And one of the things that Ronco, who is one of the fighter characters in the group, points out, is that Jessica isn't like a normal Bloodlune victim, because she has powers that, if they are unleashed on normal villagers, could be very destructive. Could even be destructive to Jessica. And so they don't have much time to deal with the problem that they face. And it is a very intense story, because Shannon is a very intense character. She's a perfectionist. She is very standoffish with the group, likes to do things her own way, is pretty independent, and she's got the power to back it up. And when she comes into conflict with the others about what to do about Jessica, it leads to some pretty interesting confrontations. So this is a YA fantasy. It's G-rated, noble, bright, very positive, very optimistic, good role models, all of the kinds of things that you would expect from an all-ages fantasy book. So that's the second action faction that's going up today. Now, if you want to access these, you're going to go to a site called jumpline.click. You see the address on the screen. You're going to open it in your browser. So you're going to open a browser and type the name of this website into the address bar. And when the site opens, you're going to see the little bar where you can put your keyword. You're going to see the jump button. You're going to bookmark that site so you can come back to it later, because this isn't the only keyword you're going to get. And you could type one of two keywords into that box. If you type Shannon, Shannon, then you're going to get the Bloodlune chapter. If you type Kings, Kings, then you're going to get the Kings and Conquest chapter. Now, normally I'd send you a link, but we don't send links anymore. So you're going to go to jumpline.click, enter your keywords, and enjoy the chapters. The Action Faction is where I post serialized works on my site, usually ongoing works, but I also use it as an opportunity to preview chapters from books that I've already published. Right now on my site, I have well over 250,000 words of sample chapters and audiobook previews and various other things available to you. Most of them are linked from the store pages, but some of them are linked from my main site, the Committee to Ban Shane Lachlan Black. When I put these sample chapters up, you're going to find at the bottom of the page, sometimes there'll be a link to the book that the chapter came from that'll take you to the store page. Then there are buttons that you can use to sponsor the Action Faction. Contributions start at $1. You make your contribution, and we will put your call sign or your pirate nickname into the next chapter as a sponsor, so that everybody can see that you're supporting our ongoing work. Each time we reach another $50 milestone in total sponsorships, we will send a brand new premium edition, paperback or hardcover, to a school. So it could be an elementary school, could be a middle school, could be a high school. The goal is a book in every school in America, and you can help make it happen. So look for the Action Faction sponsorships at the bottom of the page. Watch the little indicator to see how close we are to contributing a new book, and also watch for the book covers to see if it's an out-of-sequence chapter that's just a sample. You can see the book that it came from. Until next time, Black out.
Shane Lachlan Black.